All right, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Kwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to the elect. Okay, and it's going to be another video as pertains to World War III. All right, we're living in the last days. All right, and there's been a slew, for lack of a better term, or a host of events. All right, that have taken place on the earth as of late, as it pertains to prophecy, and through the Spirit, brothers are going to continue to, bring these things out, man, and warn the people, inform the people, whether it's, via the videos like such as this one, or whether it's on the highways and byways. We're basically following after the pattern of the prophets of old, man. All right, going into the prophecies and showing you through the scriptures and through current events how, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai spake of these things, man. All right, and matter of fact, let me get to the article first before I bring out the scripture. It's from Newsweek, all right, and it's titled "Iran Warns of New War as it Boosts Ties with Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon." All right, and we know that, or you're supposed to know if you went to the scriptures and prophecy, you should know that Iran plays a very pivotal role in prophecy, especially when you read Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, all right, which Iran is the modern-day Persians. And you have Gog and Magog, which represents the Russians, based off the geographical locations, all right? And Iran is an ally to Russia. And if you've been keeping up with current events in the news, you see there's tension between Russia and America, and Iran and America. Right, as it says in the subtitle, it says Iran is sending officials to Lebanon, Iraq, and Syria as tensions mount with Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the U.S. All right, for those that don't know, pretty much the end game is basically all these nations. All right, even America's so-called allies, all right, they're basically going to turn their back on America. They're going to isolate America, which in the scriptures is known as Babylon the Great. All right, they're going to isolate America, and they're going to shoot missiles. All right, and that's why you're seeing all of the talks of nuclear weapons, missiles. All right, this country updated this missile. This country has a new advanced missile defense system, or what have you, because the Spirit is moving. It's moving them, all right, to prepare for that third world war, which is prophesied in the scriptures. Now I want to get this verse, all right. This is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms." All right, and that's basically what we do. All right, we had Great Millstone beginning with the apostles and elders on down. All right, we prophesy against countries and great kingdoms, man. All right, one of the so-called great kingdoms that we prophesy against is America. All right, America is seen as a great kingdom. It's seen as glorious and powerful, all right, through its influence and through its military. Meanwhile, when you look at its image, all right, like it speaks about the image of the beast, it's all wickedness, man. All right, homosexuality, lesbianism, all right, pedophilia, all right, you got false religions, all right, drugs, first off, this land is stolen, all right, stolen from the Native American Indian, the so-called Native American Indians who are Israelites, and everything else that America and the so-called white man stands for. That's why we come against it and prophesy against it, all right? It says, I start from here, it says, both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war. You see that? So that's why we're bringing out articles like this, all right? Because the prophets, they prophesied of war, man, in videos such as this one, like I said, and various other videos from the different brothers throughout the world. We're pushing out that vibration of war, man. All right, because that's the time that we're coming into. It says, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, and all of these things are prophesied to come upon this land. All right, America, Babylon the Great. All right. So through the Spirit, this is the theme of the year. Well, which is it's always been the theme. All right, it's prophecy, pushing out the prophecies. All right, not going tit for tat with other so-called Israelite groups, which they're really not. They're really monkeys. All right, going tit for tat about basic things that we should already know. You know, basically coming into the fourth quarter of this thing, man. There's certain things that should already be established as far as who is who the tribes are and whatnot. It's too late in the game to go backwards when there's so much going on. We just got to move forward, man. All right? So I want to get on another scripture dealing with the times that we're living into. All right, I'm going to go to Matthew 24. This is another frequent scripture to bring out, but it's it always hits home, man. All right, this is who the one calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua. Right, it's Matthew 24 and 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." All right, yeah, see that? Just like it says in the title, Iran warns of a new war. All right, this is prophesied over 2,000 years ago. All right, about who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua. It says Matthew 24 and 7. It says, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." You know, and that's what you also see going on, currently, man. All right, you see America bucking up against Russia, Russia bucking up against America. You got America and North Korea got tension. You got China in the mix. And you got these other minor nations too, man. Like Iran, Syria, all right, Turkey, and all of these places of allies to Russia, man. All right, you just have to read Ezekiel 38. All right, I've done videos on that in the past. Other brothers have went into that also. It says, this is for nations, verse 7 again, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines," all right, which we've also speak on that. And you're seeing a prelude to what's coming to America, all right, down there in Venezuela, man. All right, I actually got to check out more articles on that. I'm gonna do a video on that next, man. All right, you got a harsh famine in Venezuela. All right, people eating animals and certain zoo animals and stuff. Dropping dead, man, and all of that's gonna come to America. It says, "And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows," man. You see that? So there's a lot of plagues and evils and curses that prophesied to come upon this world, man, predominantly in America, because America is pretty much the headquarters for wickedness, man. All right, pertaining to the scriptures. All right, I want to go from there. Let me go. Matter of fact, let me go to Second Esdras, and I'm gonna end on this. All right, Second Esdras 16. Excuse me. Second Esdras 16 and 13. All right, because all of these articles you're reading with Iran, these new wars, Syria, Russia, all of this is leading up to America's destruction, which is going to come by that thermonuclear fire, missiles, man. All right, it's not going to come by volcanoes. It's not going to come by some nigga lighting the match at the goddamn Texaco. All right, starting a fire, man. That ain't how the fire going to come. The fire is going to come through the missiles, man. And it's prophesied in the scriptures. And I'm gonna end off with Second Esdras 16 and 13. All right, it says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." So these arrows is not talking about your typical arrows that you shoot in your backyard or you shoot in the woods. All right, it's talking about missiles, man. Why? Because it says they're being shot to the ends of the world, man. All right, nobody could take a literal arrow and shoot it across the world, man. That's not possible. But all right, nations could shoot missiles, man, and that's what it's talking about. It says, verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent. You see, and I mentioned, or I read the plagues that Yahushua broke down in Matthew 24 about the famines, the pestilences, the wars. All right, it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth, man. And that's what these missiles is coming to do. Is consume the foundations of the earth, man. Consume America, man. All right, wipe America utterly off the map. Okay. It says, verse 16, it says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Right. So there's nothing that you can do to stop the destruction from coming. All right, when those missiles are launched out the silos, all right, out the rocket launchers or what have you, there's nothing that you can do to turn them back. All right, I'm speaking about the so-called white man, Esau, or whoever is opposition to the truth, man. All right, it's nothing that you can do to stop this thing. This is the program of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, these missiles, they're going to be shot and they're going to do what they were created to do, man. That's obliterate America off the map. All right. So, I just wanted to bring out those few scriptures dealing with war, dealing with prophecy. All right. In this article from Newsweek, you brothers can check it out on your own if you want to read through it, or, read through it by yourself, but through the Spirit, you're going to continue to push and go into these articles, go into these prophecies, and continue to, watch and pray, man, So with that, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Until the next video, Shalom.